Hey old soul, just over a year ago I sold everything I owned and moved to the land of Bali with my ex-husband and 3 kids. Now I live my dream life, traveling first class around the world, teaching others how to do the same. If you are ready for a life that is so abundant and free, where money flows like air so effortlessly that you don't even care because you are simply focusing on you and allowing everything to be true, then you are exactly where you need to be. Let me teach you how to be wildly abundant and insanely free. Ouch now, because we're best friends, aren't we? Aren't we? Aren't we? Because if we're not best friends, you can go your own way. You can go your own way. You can call it another grounded day. No, I'm not an affiliate for this brand, but you can call it another grounded day, my darling, because this is a beautiful day to be alive and do a deep dive into this thing that we call life. Life. The beautiful thing that we experience on this third dimensional plane so we can regain the lessons and let the good times roll, my darling. Let the good times roll. Okay, so let's do this. Today is going to be wild and free. I'm just having my green tea. Okay, so let's have some fun because you are number one and you deserve to live a life beyond your wildest dreams. Everything is so much more magical than what it seems, my dear. So the path is clear. You've got nothing to fear. This is your year. Let's rock and roll. Okay, selling from your soul. Let's face it. You're a high achiever. You went through a lot when you were younger. You are probably the black sheep of your family or the person that always challenged the status quo. You're always doing things differently. You're working your butt off when you don't need to be working your butt off. You are thinking that you still have this subconscious belief that you have to constantly do the work to get the result. You turn up because you're guided, because you're called. I'm not here right now because I have to do this. I'm here because I get to do this. I'm here because God put me on this planet to help people like you get to the next level, because this to me is so much deeper than a business. This is a global movement. This is me awakening the masses. It's doing my soul mission so that I can leave this planet, hold my head high and go, thank you. Thank you, God. I've done my part. Now I'll let me go back to planet Sirius or wherever I'm from. So let's kind of just like go through this. We're going to rip it all apart. You're going to have a whole different paradigm around selling by the time we're done. Selling is sacred. Selling, when we like rip away all the words, all the crap, all the distortions, selling is just the most beautiful thing. It's like me giving you a hug. That's selling. It's an exchange of energy. That's all it is. Literally exchanging energy. So, well, let me get my mic a little bit closer. I don't know if you guys can hear me. So we are exchanging energy. So selling is sacred. We're just exchanging energy. And this is part of our soul's growth and our soul's evolution. Really, if we're actually going deeper with this, like this whole notion of selling, what's really happening is I'm on this frequency. I'm vibrating at this frequency. If I'm to sell something to you and you are to energetically exchange this thing in this plane that we call money, you're energetically exchanging money with me. My price, the amount of money that I set, is based upon the energetics of this frequency. I choose my prices based upon energetics. Every number has a different energetic signature, and that's really important to know when we are quote unquote selling. So you're engaging energy with me to buy, when really we're using these 3D words, but what's actually happening is you are exchanging so that you can come and join me on my frequency, so you can get access to my frequency, so you can get access to my wealth codes, to how quickly I quantum leap, to my vitality, to my joy, to all these things that I get from years and years and years of inner work, from being an energy worker, from the codes of living in Bali. Like, you're getting access to my frequency. And because you've energetically exchanged, you've energetically jumped into the portal of getting access to my frequency, therefore you're able to ascend faster, because this is what the game is. We're unlocking codes at each frequency so that we can ascend our physical body to go to the next level. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're engaging codes, like some 3D services, you know, things like electricity, all that type of stuff. You've already unlocked the codes for basic services like that, because those codes are just like everyday survival mode codes that you've already activated in your software. And so your service or your business or your product, whatever it is that you are quote unquote selling, if it's a service that sells yourself, you're selling your frequency. You're gifting people access to that frequency. If it's a product that you've created, your codes are actually in that product. So you're showing people that they're getting access to the codes, the frequency of that product. So everything in this reality is just energy operating on frequencies. And so depending on the vibration of something, we're energetically exchanging to get access to that thing. So selling from your soul is really understanding that people are getting access to your frequency, and you need to encode everything that you are creating with deep soul codes. Now, how I do this energetically, because obviously I run an energetic business, I'm an energy worker, everything I do is energy, and I'm working with invisible things, right? Like invisible containers, people from all around the world that are coming into my community, they're coming into my portal. So I have to energetically tune into the frequency of what that is. Now, this is the funny thing. When I created the Elite Energy Hub a few months ago, and we were tuning in, and me and a really, really incredibly famous psychic were working together to come up with the name for the Elite Energy Hub. And we were kind of like bouncing frequencies off each other and just like rendezvousing with the name for the Elite Energy Hub. And it's interesting because when I was in a lower frequency, I was calling it the energy gym, and that name only stuck for like 2 weeks. And I was like, something is off with this name. And it's like, yeah, Eva, because your codes, when I talk about me in third person, because my codes are around effortless flow. I can't be running a gym. Gym is the energetics. Like, we have to understand every single word has energetic codes in it. The energy gym has energetic codes in it that you have to actually do. You got to work out hard, when that's not the truth. People can literally do like one of my energy sessions and their whole life can change from that one energy session. Obviously, in the 3D, the more that we do, the better for our body, and the more that we can keep our body clean. Like, it is about drinking water every single day and looking after how we can nourish ourselves every single day, and, you know, treating ourselves like a professional athlete. But that name quickly shed because it wasn't the right name. It wasn't on the frequency that I was evolving into. Now, when we came up with the name, the Elite Energy Hub, it was really interesting because I just kind of sat there with it and I was like, oh, hold on. Like, I could feel, and this gets so exciting, like I could feel my energy shifting into this whole new frequency, because this program chose me to hold it. It was like the consciousness of this program chose me to hold it. You can literally see my eyes getting teary right now, because that's how potent this program is. This program is my life's work. It is so much more than a program. It's a frequency. It's codes. I know I'm the first person in the world to even create anything like this, because I have taken channeling a really, really, really highly potent frequency that we call the Kundalini, the prana, the chi, the life force, which everyone on the planet is using to heal trauma. But because I operate from much higher frequencies, I don't use this program to heal trauma. I use this program to expand your consciousness, because when you get to my level of freedom, my level of bliss, my level of flow, we're no longer constantly looking at everything that's wrong with us. We're just keeping our vessel clean so that we can hold more, so we can expand to higher frequencies. And this is truly what I believe, how we can raise the consciousness of the planet. And so this program, and if you run like services like this, I've encoded it from everything. I've encoded the clients that come into this program. I've had to look at who the energy of these clients are, whereabouts in the world geographically, because for me, I'm very, very sensitive to energy. So I can feel the different energy fields in each country. So I have to know which energy field is actually coming into the program at each time. Sometimes it will be from a few different places. Sometimes it will be evolving as you evolve and as the program evolves and as spirit has different people that need to come in. At the moment, a lot of the energetics that I'm channeling very, very, very strongly are in America. America really is like right now, that is what this program is magnetizing a lot of people. In saying that, I have clients from all around the world in this program, like literally from like South Africa to the UK to Australia to New Zealand. Like there's people from all around the world in it. But when I'm looking at the energetic coding, the coding is really focused on the energetics of America. And I think just because that is where a lot of the big business women are that are really looking to create those global movements. And also, I think it's because a lot of the people coming into the program are most likely going to be speaking on stages in America at some point in their life, because that's just part of the encoding of how it works. This program is literally like the frequency to get people to lock in these energetic codes so that they can go to their next soul evolution, so that they can be fully activated in their life force energy, so that they can keep evolving really, really, really effortlessly. The cool thing about this program is it is massive shifts, it is massive changes. So people are moving really, 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 really quickly. So when we're looking at selling from our soul, and we have to look at the coding of our product or our service. So when we're looking at the coding, so I'm looking at like the Elite Energy Hub. This name was fully channeled. So when we're looking at the name elite. Now I know elite can have some bad conditioning around it because of the elite or, all those things. But when you're in my world, you understand that everything's just neutral until we put a label on it. We're not about making anything wrong. Everything is just neutral. Everything just is. Elite for me is luxury. And luxury is really evolving right now. It's evolving from products to experiences. And I get so excited about this because I love luxury, but I'm such a minimalist. Like I live in a massive house here in Bali, but I have all my things in like 3 suitcases, and I have to have that freedom. I'm a little bit like a tortoise or a snail. I love experiences. Like my version of luxury is like elite experiences, like 5 to 7 star hotels, flying first class, just opulence, tasting it, like tasting really, 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 really beautiful experiences where you're treated like a king or a queen. Like I love that so much. So because the name is elite, and I'm sharing this with you because if you're doing a service or if you're doing something, this is actually really, really important being in business. You have to understand whether you've evolved that product, that service, and we will energetically evolve. It's a little bit like setting things free from the nest. Like your kids are not going to live at home until they're 100. There's going to be times where you've got to get good at setting things free from the nest. And being in business, coming up to I think over 13 years now, I've let go of so much. I've let go of businesses. I've let go of products. I've let go of services. I've let go of entire companies. Like I've let go of a lot because I outgrew it. And you have to understand that when you're constantly evolving, you've got to get good at knowing when the energetics of something is growing you. The energetic codes of a product or a service should be growing you. It should be activating you. It should be making you better. The Elite Energy Hub makes me better every single day. It's always calling for more. The energy of this frequency, she's always like, just recently, she's like, ever no more payment plans. And I was like, okay, like, let's do this. And I was like, my ego was like, oh, but what about, and then instantly I was like, no, like no payment plans. That's the energy of the consciousness. I have to respect that. I have to respect the service is now a multiple 5-figure service. It's a multiple 5-figure offer. That is the only thing I have in my business right now, except for like my high multiple 7-figure and billionaire clients that I do one-on-one with. But this is the only offer I have in my business. And I have to respect the energy of this offer, wanting that from me. And when you start to get really, really in tune, you're working with energy, like you'll start to actually tune into the energetics of your offers. And in my Elite Energy Hub in the portal, we've actually got this masterclass, which is really amazing, which is like connecting to the spirit of your business. And it's so important. Like I've always been a little bit like Pocahontas. It's like every single rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people. I know I could go forever. You guys are like rolling your eyes. Mm. Okay, so being able to connect to the codes in your offer. So when we're looking at like selling from soul, we've got to make sure that what we're selling is energetically aligned to us. So if you're selling a book or you're selling a program or you're selling toothpaste or lawn mowing, like wherever you are, I have clients from all over the world that do everything. So whatever you're selling, first and foremost, one, it needs to always be energetically growing you. So it's almost like you're in this partnership with this energy, with this consciousness, and the whole point of this journey is to energetically evolve. And so there's going to be things that they grow and they expand you. Like last year in my business, I did so many retreats. And then the start of this year, I literally had retreats booked to Africa and Brazil. And then Spirit was like, okay, you're done. And I was like, what do you mean I'm done? It's like my consciousness had evolved so much that it had outgrown these retreats. So I couldn't physically do them. Like, do you know how crazy that is? I couldn't do them. I'd outgrown them. It had felt in my physical body like I had done a million of these retreats. And so energetically, when we've outgrown our consciousness, our energetic capacities actually outgrown the business or outgrown the offers, we're not expanding from it. It becomes really, really, really hard to sell because like attracts like. We're not energetically aligned to the offer. And that's why working with energy is so important, because you want to make sure that you're still calibrating to the energetic codes of that offer, and it's expanding you and it's making you the best version of yourself, and it's constantly allowing the ego to dissolve and go through its like healthy natural life and death cycles. So really looking at the energetics of everything that you've got. Sometimes if you're feeling, excuse me, if you're feeling stuck in your business, it's just because the energetic codes of the offer or the thing that you're selling are not aligned. And like, I know that there's a lot out there that says things like, you know, you don't need passion to sell the things that you desire. I completely disagree with that. In my opinion, you absolutely need passion or you're not evolving in life. Yes, you can absolutely force yourself to sell something that you're not passionate about, but what type of a life is that? Why would you force that upon yourself? I don't agree with that at all. And I don't think you would either, or you wouldn't be here listening to me. But in saying that, I'm not here to judge, and I'm here for you to go on the path that feels most aligned for you. I believe that your product, your the thing that you're selling has to light you up. And like when it like makes me emotional, like I get so emotional when I tune into the Elite Energy Hub, because it's so much more than a program. It's a frequency that changes lives. And it's not a frequency. It's like the second that you sign up, it's like everything in your life changes. It shifts, it moves, it catapults through you. Like I know the shifts that happen from this program. So I have a sacred responsibility to make sure that the right people come to this program. So one, I need to make sure that the energetics of the client are aligned. So you can do visualizations on this. I do a lot of meditations and energetic activations in the Elite Energy Hub on this. What you can do is just close your eyes and tune into the frequency of the client. If you're not really that good with energy just yet, write out all the characteristics of the client. So like write out like kind-hearted person, hard worker, or whatever it is that you, for me, it's not so much about hard work. It's about turning up to constantly change and be ready to change and energetically evolve. So what you're going to do is you're going to write the characteristics, and then you're going to tune into them energetically. You're going to actually like look at that. Maybe there's a client that you've worked with in the past. This is really easy. And then you just tune into their frequency. You know what a client feels like. Like, you know what it feels like when you're in the energy of someone that you love and adore. They either make you happy, they make you giggle. Like my most incredible clients, they and I'm not saying this just so you give me presents, but like they always like bring presents to like the retreats that I had last year. And it's so funny because I was like, I'm never doing a retreat again. Like I've evolved past it, but Spirit this year is like, you will be doing a retreat, but it will only be for the Elite Energy Hub members. So it's going to be very, very, very different to how I did it last year. It's going to be much, much, much more high level. And because the Elite Energy Hub is a multiple 5-figure program, so it is for multiple 6 and multiple 7-figure entrepreneurs and people that aren't at that level yet, that's totally fine as well. Like I still get to serve you through the podcast, through the YouTube until you get to that level, because it's energetics, the energetics of every single price, the energetics of what you're going through. Every income bracket is certain energetic codes that you've had to embody to get to the next level. And if I'm selling my frequency to people that haven't gone through the energetic codes and haven't gone through the energetic upgrades, it can actually cause rupture in their system and actually be quite dangerous. And that's why it's really important that you understand the energetic codes of the offer so that the right people are coming through, and you can safeguard the offer to the right people through the price, through the messaging, through the names, through the codes that you enrich and instill in the offer. The Elite Energy Hub it's luxury, it's pure, it's clean energy, it's magnetism. It is so insanely beautiful. So you're getting the energy of the client, and the energy of the client really is all enriched in the energy of the offer. It is all like your soul's evolution from the client to the offer to you. Like it's all an energetic triangle, and it really is an energy hub for your evolution, the soul's evolution, and the evolution of the entire planet. And it's just lifting the whole planet up in the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way. So selling from your soul. Now let's get to like the selling part. Let's kind of like dissolve all the conditioning around this, because I don't really agree with any of the conditioning around selling. Like, give me a sec. So yummy. So selling, people just pay you to exist. You don't have to do anything to get someone to buy from you apart from just say, hey, do you want this? Like it's a little bit like you're moving house and you're just like giving things away from your house. You're like, hey, do you want this? And they're just like, yeah, you want money for it? It's like, yep, exchange, exchange, exchange. People will just buy for you from you because you exist. You turn up, you help the world. And when you're an energetic match to that amount of money, to that frequency, to that support, that monetary support, the money always comes. And it's not, we have to move from the paradigm of, I have to do this to get that. It's, I'm just turning up in my soul's magnetism, in my joy. The fact that I just turn up every single day is like more than enough to have the things that I desire. It's more than enough. It's more than enough. It's all perfect. So selling from the soul, like, because people are like, oh my, people always say to me, oh my gosh, Eva, you have this like energy where you're not selling to me, but you are selling to me. Like it's like this weird thing. They're like, I had to just buy from you, but you sell, but it doesn't feel forced. That's actually what they say. They say you sell to me, but it doesn't feel forced. And it's like, yeah, because I love my offer, the only offer that I have in my business right now, which is insane. I love it. It lights me up. It brings me to tears. I know how much it changes people's lives. It would be an injustice. It would be a disservice to you to not share how beautiful this is with you. And I just talk about it effortlessly because I love it so much. I love what I sell. I live what I sell. I'm not selling something that I don't live. Like I live the codes of the elite energy hub. That's why I reverse my aging. That's why I'm always so happy. That's why I'm singing all the time. That's why I'm being silly all the time. That's why I get to be here and have fun with my life and really, really, really enjoy the journey. And that is the energy of selling. It's just being you and getting paid to exist. And so you just be you. You live your life. You're not forcing anything. And you're calling in energetically the people that need your offer. The second that you start speaking on that frequency, the people can hear you. Like the people will just naturally turn up out of nowhere. It's like they don't exist, and then you call them into existence. You're literally like the Pied Piper with your offers. You're just like playing your flute. You're like, doo, 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 doo. That was terrible. You're just playing your flute. And the cool thing about this is like you want to be all of you. Like I am all of me. I remember telling a business coach years ago that I just sing, and she was like, what the hell you just sing? And I'm like, yeah, like I want to just be all of me. I don't want to hide like things about me. I know that like there's so many, and obviously I can't tell everything about my life. I'd be here every single day giving you like all this stuff. There's so many things I don't have time to share. But I love what I do, and I turn up being me because I don't want to work with people that don't like me. I don't want to pretend to be something I'm not, because then I'll attract clients that are not fully aligned for me. And I only want soulmate clients. My clients are decisive. They move really fast. They don't need to like go through the sales pages and like spend 10,000 hours. They don't need to ask me questions. They just know, like their soul pulls them in. And it's actually how I buy as well, because like attracts like, but like I don't need to check sales pages or anything. Like if I want to buy from you, I will just buy from you like that. Like it's easy, it's effortless. My soul pulls me into you. Like it's that easy. And that's how my clients buy from me. It's just like their soul's like, you're ready. You're ready for this frequency upgrade. And then sometimes their mind will be like, oh my gosh, it's a multiple 5-figure investment. And they'll start freaking out. And this is the cool part, because this is when they decondition. This is when the ego starts dying. It starts dissolving. And then it's like, cool, I'm in. And that they move through that bit, because they're shifting massive timelines, like going from where you are now to coming into the elite energy hub, your entire life's going to change. In 6 months' time, you're not going to recognize yourself from a bar of soap. And I say that like so much confidence and so much conviction because it's true. Like if you look back on old videos of me, I don't look the same. I don't dress the same. I don't walk the same. I don't even talk the same. And so this is how much you change when you keep changing timelines and shifting, you go into whole new realms, whole new planes of existence, and it's like this crazy whole new world. And that's why I have to make sure that the people that come through are ready for the change, because people like, I want the fame, I want the money, and it's like, yeah, cool, but your nervous system actually has to be supported enough to hold it, and it does take these energetic upgrades to hold it. And that's why I work with energy, so that your nervous system can regulate and you can get ready. Like you start getting really, really good at like faster, 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 faster. And this is what the most potent thing about the elite energy hub is. It's like your portal to true wealth consciousness. It's like your portal into your dream life, which is just you being the star of the show and everyone like booking you for everything. You're just literally like the protagonist, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, like can you please like do so, like do be a co-author for my book, or can you please come speak on this stage, or we'd love to use you for our commercial. Like you are just going to turn into the star of your show. It is going to start getting so good for you. That's terrifying to your nervous system, and that's why you have to be ready for this shift, because yes, your nervous system's going to freak out, but we get to recalibrate. So just to like tie this all up in a nice little bow, what we've sort of gone through is one, making sure that you're the right frequency of your offer, making sure that your offer is still working with you to upgrade your energetic codes in your physical body. So, and these words and stuff may be like crazy if you haven't been in my world or you haven't really started to do work around energy, but really I just look at it like you're in like a video game and you're kind of going through the levels and you're downloading the soul's lessons, and it's like you're encoding yourself with upgrades so that you can hold different things in this physical reality. And our ego and our logical mind will like to think that everything's kind of like what is it, vertical, like we're going up all the levels, but everything just is, and it's all perfect. And it doesn't have to be like this level's less than that level. Obviously we're so programmed that like 0 is less than $1 billion, which actually isn't. It's just different codes, it's just different energetic frequencies. So obviously 0 in this reality is more encoded with nothingness, and billions of dollars is more encoded with abundance. But it's really just about you truly and utterly learning the lessons, embodying the codes. And once you've gotten the codes from the product and service, the lessons from that product and service, then you'll be channeling the next level of consciousness, the next thing that will come through, and then you'll be going up and up and up and up and up. So I really, really, really hope you guys got so much out of this. I know kind of just like a bit of a ramble dump. If you come into the Elite Energy Hub, I do proper masterclasses and I do have a little bit more structure. I channel the whole thing, but I just make sure I've got it more structured so that I get everything out, because there's just so many things I want to teach you guys and share with you guys and channel, so that you guys can really just have these codes and keep upgrading, so that you can get to the multiple 7 years in your 7 figures in your business, so that you just get paid to exist, so that you just like, you get to just be you, and remembering that like 10x is way easier than 2x. So I love you so much. I see you. If you are a multiple 6-figure entrepreneur and you'd love to come into the Elite Energy Hub, it would be an honor, like an absolute honor for me to support you, to hold you, do the energy work with you. If you have any questions, send our team an email, support@evakasitsky.co. Have the best day ever. Remember to sell from your soul. Remember that you are the most powerful person in your reality, and absolutely everything is working out for you, because you are the king or the queen that truly and utterly has everything that you could ever desire right now. It's all within you. It's been within you all along. I love you. I see you. Mwah. Big love.